This is the making of Shoreline Mafia, the Master Kato episode. Born on the south side of Chicago, it was just Kato and his mom growing up. His parents split when he was young, and his mom worked a lot. But when the two were together, they shared a love of music.
It was cool. It was just me and my mom. It's always been me and my mom since the jump. My grandma used to take care of me and shit back in Chicago when my mom go to work. But really, it's just been always me and my mom. I go visit my dad. My dad used to live in Chicago at the time when I was living out there. Then I moved, and he moved to Atlanta like 2 years after that. So really, I just been like I went to go visit him though when I turned like 18, 19. I went to go visit him and shit. My mom, she listened to all type of shit. Like she put me on like all type of shit. Like she the reason why I listen to like R. Kelly. She the reason why I didn't know about Parliament Funkadelic, all that shit. She put me on. I just used to hear that shit all day. Like she play everything on. There's a lot of jams she put me on. A lot of jams I should have been heard. You feel me? Like shit that niggas need to know type shit. I'm trying to think. It's so much shit. R. Kelly for sure though, man. That nigga, regardless of what's going on right now with that nigga, that shit was. He used to have Chicago on lock. Man, oh God. Right. This shit, it was a cool time when he was making, like when he was going crazy in the city.
At the age of 12, Kato's mom decides to relocate to California. To save money, they make the journey by car. The trip takes 4 days, but for a young Kato, he's ready to see his new home.
At first, she just came in my room when we was in Chicago. She was like, "You trying to go to California?" I'm like, "Hell yeah." That shit sound. I ain't never been either, so I'm like, "Shit, hell yeah." She like, "We finna live out there." I'm like, "Fuck it, I don't care." I don't know why. I just thought Cali was gonna be just a better move. Like fuck it. I just watched the movies and shit, so I was like, that shit finna be lit. That's the only reason I said yeah. Like if she would have said anywhere else, I'd probably be like, hell no. But Cali, I was like, oh yeah, that shit. I already know. I've been watching the movie. I'm like, that shit look lit. You feel me? Palm trees, all that shit is better, weather better, and it was cold too. That's why I really was like, oh yeah, I'm with that shit. Cause it was cold as hell when we was moving. Like niggas to Route 66. I think that's Route 66. From all the way, you go from like Illinois, and then you just like, it's kind of like it go down a little bit, like you go through the top of Texas, it's like Oklahoma, all those like all them weird spots, like, you know what I mean, and you just hit Cali. Niggas was like, we got in a sandstorm, some weird shit in Denver or something. It was crazy. I'm like, this shit weird. Just seeing the weather change, like I ain't never seen this, all type of shit. We almost got in a tornado too. It was dark as hell driving through Kansas or one of them shits, bro. That shit was crazy as fuck. I'm like, oh hell no. And we was all in one car, and then my aunt, and she had 2 kids. That was my cousin. They was gonna fly out there, but then we had all the shit with us, like all the. My mom really, before we left too, she sold all our furniture, everything. You feel me? She was trying to start like go to Cali, and just start brand new. You feel me? Get a new job and just start shit up. I ain't gonna lie. When I first moved out here, I was it was the first day I was out here, bro. I go on my balcony and shit. I'm just like looking and shit, observe it, and we not even the hood area, bro. We just like in this, like, it's called Burbank, and we not even in the hood, and we over there. I go to the balcony, I'm just looking. I see a lady just get robbed. Like she's like, hell, like the nigga just running off with her pants. I'm like, what the hell? I was tripping at first, though, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, where we at? Like, I don't even know nothing about the spot too, so I'm like, where the fuck are we at? I started tripping, and my cousin came out. Then they come to the school down the street. Then there happens to be some riots, all type of shit. So I'm thinking it's lit. I'm like, damn, it's turned up out here. Like, but it was my first day out there. It was literally like my first day, and I was like, what the fuck? I was tripping. Like, I wasn't tripping. I wasn't scared. We weren't scared at all. We was like, that's funny as hell. Like, first day we move out here, we see that shit. We think it is green. It is green though. Cali cool, man. Cali like the little safe haven, you feel me?
Kato had been living in California for a few years now. He's in high school, and a chance meeting with a friend would spark his interest in rapping.
I was a sophomore in high school. My boy Josh, I don't know where that nigga is right now. He just went on my type shit. Shout out my nigga Josh though. He came up to me and was just like, hey bro, like, let's rap. He was like, we ain't doing shit else, you feel me? And he's like, we ain't doing shit else, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, shit, fuck it, you feel me? I'm in high school, I'm like, I don't care, you feel me? I ain't tripping. So, it started like that. And I was just doing shit with we had like our own little group back in the day type shit. We had our own little group. We was doing like high school shit, you feel me? Just not even performing really. We didn't perform till like later. But we didn't perform till like senior year, but we was just doing like, making songs. You know what I'm saying? People just start fucking with it. And then when I seen my senior year, we performed in a rally. You know, like the little for the game, whatever big game going on. We performed in a rally, and that shit was crazy. That was like my first time performing in front of a lot of people. I had to do 2 of them. It was 2 rallies, like to get everybody in the school in there. So niggas had to perform 2 times in front of the whole school. That shit was crazy. It was raw as hell though. Like, that was my first time. Like, I ain't never really had stage fright. That's what I'm saying. I ain't never really had no stage fright and none of that shit. Like, it's always been regular. You feel me? I remember we wrote some song and we had to like show them. They had to go through the lyrics and make sure nobody was cussing. You know what I mean? And then it was cool. We had like some little. I had came up with the whole I guess choreography, whatever you want to call it. But like one nigga came down like when the nigga was rapping their verse. Like a nigga came down from the top. It's 4 different sections. It's freshman, sophomore, senior, blah, blah, blah. So one nigga's over in the freshman, one nigga over in the sophomore, but one nigga back there, one nigga back there. And niggas just like, every time our verse came down, nigga would just walk down. It was like 4 of us too, just like Shoreline. But yeah, it was the homie. Shout out, we was called DDM. Shout out DDM, man.
What'd that sound for?
Dope Dirty Menaces. I used to be one of them like rapping on boom bap beats and shit, like them type of like Jay Dilla beats. Shout out Jay Dilla though, for real. You know, like RP. But like them type of beats. You feel me? Like them. You know what I'm saying? Like
donuts.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you would call. I call them boom bap still. I don't know what people would call them now, but yeah, like boom bap. You know what I'm saying? I was on them type of beats. That used to be my shit though. I used to only listen to that. I used to only listen to like what's the motherfucker called, bro? Slug. What's the nigga name? Atmosphere. Yeah, I used to listen to stupid Atmosphere niggas. A lot of Organized Confusion. Fucking damn, I was listening to all the old shit, bro. I used to just like old underground, undiscovered shit like that niggas didn't really know about. MF Doom for sure. I was on a big MF Doom phase for sure. Lil Wayne always been there. Lil Wayne for sure. Listen to Lil Wayne the whole from that Chicago to LA tour or the drive I was telling you about. Listen to Lil Wayne the whole thing. Like he got enough. I think he had enough songs for like the whole shit. If it was him, if it wasn't him, it was Jeezy for sure. Like him and Jeezy back.
After years of moving around the city, on one fateful night at Rock the Bells, Kato meets OGeezy. And over the course of the next few months, he meets the rest of the members of Shoreline, and a bond is formed.
Oh, so I've been on Shoreline before I joined Shoreline. I know Jeezy through. I met him through the homie for sure. He in jail right now, free for sure. He introduced us, and him and my homie Henry. Shout out Henry. They introduced me at Rock the Bells. It was like Rolling Loud of now, basically. It was just a big ass festival of rappers. Everybody come through type shit. And then Jesus came through. This nigga was there with like 20-some people, like deep as hell. I'm like, what's up with these niggas? Like, they're crazy. And then we end up going to the Juicy. We all into I'm like with my niggas, and then I go meet up with all them niggas, like 20-some niggas. You feel me? We all like all together in the mosh pit. You feel me? And we jumping up the Juicy J and all that shit. It was crazy. You feel me? It was a good ass day. Niggas they was out the Molly, all type of shit. I ain't even fuck with that shit at the time. And then I met OGs there. We was kicking in shit. Then I met Phoenix. I met him at the In the Field video. That shit, I don't even think it's still up right now, that video, but it's called In the Field. You probably have to find that motherfucker somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but that's where I met them niggas. I'm in that video too. I ain't had no dreads. I met Rob really at we had a show. It was before I was Shoreline too. We had this big ass show. It was called Black Friday Massacre. Me and OGs kind of really like came up with the, like, you know what I'm saying, we kind of like put it together, but all of us put down money, and then we had to like, we came up with the like flyers and all that shit, you feel me, made it, and it was crazy. It was cracking. Like, this was before any of this shit was like even big YouTube video, anything. Like, it was just, I don't even know it was out at the time. Like, I definitely wasn't in Shoreline. Rob was Vish Mode, and Shoreline was just Phoenix and OGeezy, you feel me? So everybody had their own little shit like going on. So yeah, then we fucking that show was cracking, and that's where I met Rob, and Rob turned the shit up. I was like, oh yeah, this nigga lit, you feel me? I ain't really know who he was at the time. I'm like, oh yeah, this nigga's crazy. So, well, really, it was like Rob. So I think it was like, so fast forward from even after the show, after that one show I was telling you about, Rob had like joined Shoreline already. He joined it before me. And then, really, it was just like, we was out at Cha-Cha, this Cha-Cha Lounge, just like in Glendale. We was out there, me, OGs, Tony, a bunch of the homies, you feel me? And we was out just kicking it. And And geez, we was all Molly. We was all out the Molly, and he was like, "Hey, bro, like, what's up? Let's do this shit for real." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you Shoreline type shit. You feel me? He's like, "You like already around? You feel me? You already doing shit. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this shit for real." And I'm like, "Shit, come on." I was like, "Come on, let's do it." And it was just like that shit for real, for real. So like, when I joined, it was the next, like 2 days later, or the next day, low key, we fucking G's like, "Yo, come on, we got to go record." We go to, and we do Cody and Bryant. That was like the first song I was ever on. We did Cody and Bryant and Jugging Out. And we dropped Cody and Bryant like right away. This shit was getting like, it was going good. It was my first time, like first song ever, so niggas didn't even know who I was. They were starting to figure it out.
For any group to be successful, structure is important. And as the members of Shoreline started to take things seriously, they knew that they needed the right management to take them to the next level. So they met with TK and Picasso, who managed Ron Ron.
Really, then we met TK and shit. We met TK and Picasso at Bossa Nova, right down the street. And shit, ever since then, niggas really just been going up. They really had structure, like got structure for us. You know what I mean? We was just niggas just doing it, you know, wild and just really doing the same shit. We wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was still in the streets. Everybody was still in the streets, like. But these niggas came with like a plan, you know what I'm saying, to get niggas like, you know what I'm saying, to move right, so we get out of that shit, really. And that's where it started. It was after that, once we met bro and Picasso, yeah, shit was good. Niggas just started getting shows. He was asking like, "What y'all want to do?" We like, "We want to do this festivals, blah blah blah." And we did everything basically. You feel me? Still a lot of shit to go, but we did most. You know what I'm saying? Most of the shit we really wanted to do for. I didn't even know. Jesus just called me and was like, "Yo, we gotta meet up with this dude." You feel me? I didn't even know who he was. He was like, "Yo, we gotta meet up with him." Blah blah blah. At the time, we had this other nigga in the group too. It was like 5 of us in the group, but yeah, you're not in there. You're not with us no more. But you know what I mean? Like we could, you know, it's more business. You know, it's just more like this is our job. You know what I mean? Like it's for real now type shit. Like, I don't even know. It's good though. It made us like, it made me like want to like. Even though I don't get in the studio as much as I should, it still made me like, you know what I'm saying, want to do this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, it made me keep me motivated. So, you know what I mean?
All 4 members of Shoreline are completely different from each other. No member is alike, but that's what makes Shoreline work.
I don't know, really. To be honest, I sound like a lot of my shit, I be sounding high as fuck. I just be sounding faded as fuck. It could be just, I don't know. My music could be anything, whatever you want it to be. I don't even know. It make people feel however, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like shit that make me feel good. Like, I can't be on some, like, if I'm thinking about some other shit, I'm not gonna, I mean, niggas know me, like, I barely fucking, we be in the studio, I will not drive or something, like, nothing at all, like, real shit. But really, for me, I gotta just have the vibe gotta be right. I don't like a lot of people in the studio. Like, I got over that shit real fast. Like, it's too much, I don't know, you feel me? I like just being, you know what I'm saying? I like not being in the dolo, but if it's just with a group, whoever I'm making a song with, whatever, you feel me? It's always just better like that, you feel me? Not too many people, at least, you feel me? People is cool in the studio, it's not bad for sure, but when it's too many, I be like, damn, this shit's like, you know what I'm saying? But I really like recording and just, I don't know, I just gotta just catch a vibe, really.
And what do you need in the studio?
Weed, big dope. Percocets and drink is cool. It's you know what I'm saying? If it's there, it's there, but I don't need it though. Niggas for sure just need some good weed, at least something to drink, some chips and shit. That's it really. And some ice if I'm sipping.
Ron Ron, who you'll be hearing in another episode, was pivotal in laying the foundation for the project. The producer made the beats and Shoreline spit the rhymes. Kato had faith in the group, but was still in the streets.
We was dropping shit, and then I don't know. I think that's when after we met TK and everything, shit started working out. Then niggas came up with a plan, and we had to like do the song. We linked up with Ron. Yeah, really, we did that shit with Ron, and it took like I think it said like 4 or 5 weeks for us to finish that shit. It was just like every Sunday we was going over there. It was in Torrance. It was a little bit of drive, so we was putting up all the way down there and going to his shit. And I don't know, it came by pretty quick, bro. It was like niggas had the shit done. I don't know, the tape was already done. It was like, oh shit, we finna put it out, and it wasn't even like I feel like we did that shit quick. Like, everything came quick. Like, artwork, all that shit, niggas. And it just worked how it did. Like, it's working. I didn't even think Server Boat was going to be that hard. Like, or even do the numbers it did type shit. I don't know. Like, Power Rangers, I love that song. Everything on there. What other one I'm on? Straight Drop cool too. But yeah, that shit's just, I don't know. That whole tape is just fire. It's fire in that major. There's too many hits on there. Like, it's hits on hits. Like, it's fire. I feel like at that time niggas was definitely still like it was definitely still in the streets at that time when we dropped that. So shit was still like, you know what I mean? It was still rough type shit. Now it's definitely like more money, more problems. Like, more money you even like, you know what I'm saying? More money you got, for sure you're gonna have way more problems. So it definitely is like that. But back then it was just like, you know what I'm saying? I had broke problems. Like, niggas was broke as fuck. Like, really like broke as fuck. Like, had no type of money coming in at all type shit. Like, so yeah. It was just like, we was just hanging on. For me, for sure. I was just hanging on. We was doing what we had to do, but we didn't think it was going to go. We knew we was going to do something with the music, but we didn't think we was going to be signed, you know what I mean? Like, we was just doing the shit. Like, I don't know. Shit worked out, though, for sure.
After Shoreline Do That Shit dropped, the labels kept calling, and eventually the group decided to sign with Atlantic Records. They were stars in their own city, and now it was time to blow up worldwide.
Shit, I think we was going like back and forth from Atlantic, and like I remember we went to New York, and we went to like Atlantic, we went to all type of labels and shit, you feel me? And it was cool. I was just like, damn, this shit wild. Like, they actually, like, you know what I'm saying, they were actually want us. They trying to give us some bread. That's kind of crazy. And at first I was like, damn, I want us to get signed by Warner Brothers, because I used to live like 5-10 minutes from there, bro. Like, right there. I'm like, damn, we could get signed to Warner Brothers. That shit right there, you feel me? But Atlantic got one too, like in the same, like right there too. So I'm like, it don't even matter. Like, but really, Atlantic was the go, because they just do it. You know what I'm saying? They a powerhouse, you feel me? I like Atlantic. Like, they always been around. Like, I forgot, I think Ray Charles, who was that back in the day? Yeah, Ray Charles was, that nigga was signed to Atlantic. I just remember watching the movie back then. I used to be like, damn, Atlantic Records. Like, I remember seeing them, I'm like, damn, them niggas cold. They been around for a minute too. I fuck with Atlantic.
You guys are label mates.
Mm-hmm. He said, oh yeah, on God, we label mates for sure. That shit cool though. Nah, like, in Atlantic got, like, shit, all our label mates is fucking killing shit. Like, Lil Uzi, like, damn, they got Lil Uzi, Kodak, fucking Cardi. Like, they killing shit. Atlantic fucking it up. Us. I feel like, well, on that tip, on like how fast we got signed, like, I don't know why. Like, I don't know. I think it was just that. It was just. Oh, and the Fox shit. I feel like the Fox definitely helped out a lot, even though it was fucking weird how they tried to like put it on there or some ugly shit. But it kind of like, I feel like it helped out a lot, even how we put it in the tape. Like, it was all just like a good step. Like, we had a good first step. You know what I mean? So I feel like it was a perfect time. Like, even when they got us, it was a good time too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, man. I remember we was somewhere. We had a group chat or something. Frankie had hit us up like, yo, Fox trying to interview us. We like, at first we like, yeah, whatever, blah blah blah, and then we all I had this Airbnb and we all put up. Frankie put up, and then our G's put up. And we like, what you want to do with this interview? This nigga like, fuck that, we ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? We not finna do that shit. He's like, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? We was just like, we started talking about it and really realized like, yeah, no, we don't want to do that shit. You feel me? What the fuck we finna talk to them about? They finna like flip our words, all type of shit. So whatever, we didn't do it. And next thing, I don't know, all I remember was some fan hit me up like on my Snapchat, some weird shit. Like, he hit me on my Snapchat, was like, yo, you guys are gonna be on Fox this Wednesday. I'm like, no, we not. He's like, yeah, bro, I just seen it on TV right now. And it was on Monday. It was like Sunday or Monday or something, like the beginning of the week. I was like, yeah, all right. I'm like, send me that shit. I'm like, if you get a screen, I'm like, if you see it again, send me a picture. So 2 days later, it's like Tuesday or something, Tuesday. It was like Tuesday, I think. Nigga sent me the picture. I'm like, oh shit, it really it was a picture of us. I called home. I'm like, yo, we finna be on Fox tomorrow. He's like, nah. Like, I called Frankie. He's like, nah. We said no to the interview. I'm like, bro, a fan just told me he sent me a picture. He's like, nah, you good. And then what's it called? So then the next day, bro, it said the same. I look at the picture, I say the picture, so it said like 8 o'clock or something, like Wednesday. So whatever, I'm waiting, and then 8 o'clock Wednesday come, I'm sipping drink too. You feel me? All that, I'm already sipping drink. We all at the crib, man, and we watched the shit come on. I'm like, what the fuck? It was crazy. I'm like, damn, they really like just, they took videos, was pouring up, all type of shit, just like trying to like try to make us look like junkies for real. Like, but it was funny as fuck to me. I was like, these niggas are funny. Oh yeah, my mom called me instantly. She don't even watch Fox because she don't like. She like said they racist or something. She don't really fuck with Fox. Like, but she called me and was like, "Why one of my friends say you on? Why one of my friends watching TV saying you on TV for like drinking lean?" I'm like, fuck, and I'm like, I ain't even do shit. I was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even do shit. Like, they just trying to just get us. I don't know. She was mad at me. She was super mad. Like, I was still staying in her crib. You feel me? So, like, she was mad as fuck. And I had the face. I remember I just got the face tattoo. So it was like, boom, boom. Like, two of those things she was mad as fuck about. Like, so I really ain't go to the crib for a minute. And then, yeah, she got better though.
The fan base is always important. And for Shoreline, their fans are almost like a cult. The love they're getting is what really made Shoreline what it is today.
I feel like these niggas, yeah, they definitely ride or die motherfuckers. They ready to go, like, be out in the streets, start a ride with us type shit. Like, I fuck with our fans for real. They lit as hell. I feel like because we ride deep and they just, you know what I'm saying, like, they know how we is. We like a, you know what I'm saying, big, close ass, you know what I'm saying, everybody close type shit, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, they see how we rock, they come deep just like that. Even to the shows, they put on deep as hell. Like, everybody just packed, you know what I'm saying, shit cool. It's just like, I feel like our fans, they with the shit, you know what I'm saying, we got definitely a lot of new fans, like, coming from all over. Like, I don't even know where these fans came from. For sure though, a lot of new fans. Like, London, lit. Paris, even lit. Fucking, even Manchester was alright. Like, like they was over there for, we had a little, I was only there for 3 days. I didn't have my passport, so, you know, passport. Then I came out for the last 3, but they lit over there. We was in Nashville for TK birthday party. Shit was turned up. Like, shit was crazy. Like, a lot of the shits on the East Coast, I was not expecting that shit even from this last little run we just got off of like 2 weeks ago. That shit, I was not expecting that shit. We had shows in like Rhode Island, fucking all over Virginia, Maryland, like random spots we ain't never even been to, but they was jumping. Like, it was crazy. I knew they was gonna be lit because the homie always be performing over there. My homie Warhol, he always doing shows over there. You feel me? So like he told me like these niggas be lit over there. You know what I mean? Like they was a different type of turned up. You know what I mean? And that's what I realized too. Even when we was in Paris, because I feel like Paris, I don't think everybody speak English like that, but everybody you know what I'm saying, they was just turned up more than they was like rapping it, but you know what I mean, it was cool. Like everybody got their hands up, everybody just jumping, everybody's, you know what I'm saying, people mosh pitting from like starting their own shit. We don't gotta say nothing, they just doing it. And then some people everybody is singing a song, so it was cool, bro. It was different.
On the outside looking in, it's clear that Shoreline is on the cusp of greatness. It's undeniable what they're creating in LA. They're ushering in a new musical renaissance in the city.
For me, like, my sound, I feel like even if I do some shit, it's not always gonna sound like some LA's, you know what I'm saying? I like trap beats, I like shit, you know what I'm saying? I like, really, like I was telling you earlier, I like East Coast shit, like, you know what I'm saying? I even like the down south beats, like, I just like, I don't know, I like raw beats, I don't know how to explain it, like, I just like beats that's just hard and just, you know what I'm saying, banging. But LA shit, like, you know, like with the synths and shit, you know, like you could tell that LA beat type shit, that shit's cool too, but this shit is looking better for LA, bro. Because at one point it was just like niggas was like LA didn't have shit for sure. Yeah, I was out here like even I ain't see. That's when I was still listening like East Coast motherfuckers. Like I was never listening to really LA rappers till like last year. I started like finding out who these niggas are. I'm like, okay, and you know I started to meet a lot of these people. I'm like, okay, I know, but to be real, it's just like the new. It's just the new like. The new, I don't know, like, you could say Renaissance even, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's like, you know what I'm saying, not even like that the old motherfuckers are gone, it's just like, the old motherfuckers, like, are at the top, like, they still there, you feel me, but the new niggas coming up, like, you know what I mean, and it's like, it's always gonna be, you know what I'm saying, it's just always gonna keep moving and going, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, it's definitely gonna be haters, but For the most part, they probably don't understand us either. A lot of motherfuckers just like probably wouldn't like us because you don't understand what the fuck we talking about. Just like we say shit that we would know about, you know what I mean? Or you know what I'm saying? Other people, a lot of people would really, I don't know. You gotta like, you just gotta. Sometimes it's not right for some people. I don't know. I feel like they should open their minds a little bit. I don't think we shouldn't like ever have to like change our shit for someone. You know what I mean? For some, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? We could always experiment. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't experiment, try new shit. But, like I'm saying, I don't think we should ever, like, stop talking about what we talking about just to, I feel like motherfuckers got to just really understand it. Like, if you don't understand it, you don't understand it. There's a lot of people that understand it, and they go hard for it. That's why they go so hard for it. Like, the coach shit we was talking about. Like, that's why they go hard for it, because they understand that shit, and they know we not capping. Right. You feel me? Like, it's just raw. Like, you could tell it, you could listen to it, and I tell them, like, everybody do exactly what they talk about. There's no cap.
Family has always been important to Kato. And as he continues to reach higher levels of success, he knows his mother is proud of him and also a fan.
My mom like my biggest supporter for real. She asks me every time she see me, like, what's going on, you feel me? Like, she already know about the tour and everything. She know more of the dates than I do. Like, I don't even know when I gotta go half of these places, but she be knowing all that shit. Like, she on that shit. She fuck with it, though. She love that shit. She like to see it. Like, all my family, like, my cousins out here, they like that shit. They like, damn, that's cool. Like, they see me from shit. Like, we came from shit, bro. Like, like, my crib is, like, we used to be in Chicago, no lights. Like, come to the crib, no lights. Like, nigga, lights off. Nigga, all type of ugly shit. Like, bro, we came from the jump. But my mom was like, that's why I love my mom so much, because she always used to work a good job, like every time. Like, she used to always work a good job. It would never be like too good, like when we getting paid like crazy. Like, she was getting paid good money, but like it was some job where we would, like, you know what I'm saying? She used to hustle for just me, you know what I'm saying? She was a hustler for real. That's why I'm like, I respect her so much, you feel me? But yeah, for sure.
So she was proud.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, I still got a lot of work. I still got a lot of shit to do, really. I got a lot of shit to do. But yeah, she proud of what I'm doing right now so far. My dad too, he like, that shit cool, you feel me? I went to go visit him recently. He came to the show in Atlanta. When we was on tour, he popped out and shit. Shit was cool as hell. He seen that shit live, like, he was like, whoa, that shit's crazy. he wasn't expecting none of that, really. He thought it was, like, I don't know what he thought, but that's not what he was expecting. He was like, people were jumping up and down. I was standing on the speaker. I'm telling him, like, he can't. I seen him, like, I was standing on the speaker while I was about to do bands, and or about to do my part on bands, and I seen him, and I'm like, yo, come on, like, hey, make way for my, like, telling niggas, I'm like, make way for my dad. I'm standing on the speaker. I'm like, make way for this nigga, and he like walking through and shit. He come through. He got his leg fucked. His leg was fucked up. He said he walking with a cane and shit. It was funny as hell, bro. I'm like, hey. And I started rapping it. I started rapping my part, and I'm shaking my dad's hand and shit. Like, it was turned out. It was cool as hell. It was a vibe.
This episode of The Making of Shoreline Mafia is hosted and produced by me, Jonathan Mena. Executive produced by TK Kimbrough. Music by Sayer. Thank you to Rode Microphones for the equipment. We appreciate the support. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and rate. And let us know in the comments section what you thought about the episode. This has been a Made by Mena and R. Barron production.
Out here, like, I remember I went to South by Southwest one time, and he was looking at our blunts, and they're like, what the fuck? We got his regular to us shit looking like this, you feel me? His regular to us, they looking at us like, what the fuck? Like, this fat. Like, we like, no, your shit just skinny. Like, it's funny though.